So after having 11 kids with 8 different women, NBA YoungBoy says that he's not really big on fatherhood. And I want to bring this topic up because, ladies, we need to do a better job at the types of men that we choose to deal with, but especially the type of men that we choose to procreate with. And I'm gonna just use him as an example. And so just watch what he says here.
You do have a lot of children,
Yeah.
and you know, I've been around you to see in a short amount of time that you're a great father. How important is fatherhood to you, man?
Not really big on it, to be honest.
What do you mean by that? You're not big on it. Like I mean, you're a family man. I'm here with you. I see it.
Yeah, but I'm only out. I'm only like in here because you here.
Oh, well, I don't believe
It's
you.
a crazy topic because I'm not the type like to sugarcoat nothing. But I'm 4 walls all day, every day.
When you say four walls, you mean locked in,
Yeah.
just honed in on the music, recording.
Yeah.
You can take the hat. I don't mind.
We bond a lot, but I'm mostly literally inside.
Working.
No. No matter if I'm watching TV, I just
Well, yeah, you better make sure that you're inside working because you got 8 child support cases that you got to have the money for. I just find that to be really baffling that, you have so many kids. I mean, 11 kids, that's a lot of kids. That's a lot of children for you to say that you're just really not big on fatherhood. And as women, I think we got to pay attention to this type of stuff. We got to start listening to what men are saying. Look and start looking at their character instead of just only looking at their pockets, because it doesn't just affect the type of relationship that you have with him. It affects the relationship that he has with your kids and his view of your kids, rather than not if he's going to be, you know, an active father mentally or physically. So I looked to see if I could find who was on his roster of baby mamas. And I was able to find like most of these women are like not like known per se. Um, One of them I think is an influencer that was his girlfriend from like years ago. I think she has 1 or 2 kids with him. And then he also has a baby with Floyd Mayweather's daughter, which I find interesting. Like, why would she sign up to be? I think she's what, baby mama number 4 or 5. I'm not sure why she would sign up for that. I mean, it's not like she needs the financial security from him. So why she would choose him over a much better option, not really sure. But for the most part, I think that as women, we look for financial security, especially in a man. Okay, so I think that the desire for being protected and provided for as a woman is natural. It's a natural thing that's inside of us, and that's the reason why you see women signing up left and right to be a baby mama to these rich rappers or these rich entertainers. They don't really seem to care that they're not gonna have a home with this man. They're just gonna have a baby with them and collect some child support. And all of that is a part of just wanting to have that sort of financial protection. But essentially, what you're really doing is you're volunteering yourself as a concubine, because you don't really have, you might, in this case, maybe you might be able to get some financial benefit, but you don't have any other benefits. Like, it's just, and then some women are in these types of multiple baby mama situations, signing up to be baby mama number 4 or 5 with like these men are not saying, I want to marry you. There's no engagement. There's no talk of marriage. There's no there's no real commitment, and they're still signing up to be baby mama number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to men that don't even have any good financial situation. So what you're doing is you're signing up to be a concubine that's actually worse than a concubine, because at least if you were a concubine, you would have the protection of being a part of the kingdom and not somebody with a baby. As a woman, why are we not requiring commitment before we have a baby? Why are we not requiring commitment before we lay down with someone without any sort of protection? Like, what is going through our minds? Are we so caught up in the moment of pleasure and just in awe of this man that we don't even use any of our logic? Our logic just completely floats right out the door. I mean, if you ask me, NBA YoungBoy is nothing more than a rich, and I don't even know if he's rich, but he's nothing more than a rich Pookie and RayRay. I mean, you got 11 kids by 8 different women, and you are not big on being a father. And also, and you're saying, and he's saying that the only reason why that he's there with the child is because he was doing an interview, as if the kid is just some type of prop. Like he wouldn't even be there and be bothered with the child if it wasn't for him doing an interview. And I really think that women, we find ourselves in these types of situations because a lot of us did not grow up seeing what real love actually looked like. We didn't grow up seeing the dynamics between men and women, and most people were raised by single mothers, so they never really saw a woman who was a priority in a man's life. They never saw the love interaction between a man and a woman, so they just don't know what it looks like. So it's like, oh, cool. You know what? He got a little bit of money. I can get me some child support. Let me sign up for that. And ladies, I'm gonna just say this. If a man really truly loves you, he is not going to want to make you a baby mama. If a man really truly, if I don't care what he says out of his mouth, he could be talking that great talk and it could be sounding so good and telling you all the things that you want to hear. But if a man, if he has not made any commitments, haven't even talked about no commitments with you. Everything is all about going over his house. Everything is he's not giving you any signs of desire for a long-term commitment with you. You're constantly going back and forth, arguments and, catching him with other women and catching him, with messages on his phone. Like having his baby is only going to make your life a living hell. Because if he doesn't love you, every single decision, especially after you have the baby, is going to be given selfish energy. Every move that he makes is going to be selfish, and you are going to be pissed off. You're going to be battling it out with other women, other baby mamas, and it's going to be a dramatic mess, period. Floyd Mayweather's daughter had a case because she stabbed another woman that he was dealing with. So now you going through all of these motions with a man who already had 3, 4 kids or I mean already had 3, 4 baby mamas, multiple kids with these women. You getting into it with other women that he's dealing with, and this man has clearly showed you that he is not a one woman man. He's just out here, slanging the D. He has no desire to be with one woman. So now you didn't connect it and got all these emotions because you think that he's supposed to just want to be with you. It don't work like that. Nobody's PUSSY is good enough for a man who doesn't want to settle down to settle down. Your stuff ain't good enough for any man to settle down with you and only you if he's showing you a pattern that's just not who he is. Period. Women, we got to get this through our heads. Just because we're pretty, just because we got a nice body, just because we got all these surface things, we think that is the one thing that's going to keep a man around us and loyal to us and our kid. No, absolutely not. a man a man does not pick his wife. He's not picking her because she's the prettiest or because she's got the best body, the BBL. He's not picking her because of that. We got to learn that there's other factors. There's other factors that go into a man choosing you and only you. And it's not going to be your beauty or your body. 'Cause for real, ladies, young women, if a young woman is watching this, if you're banking on the fact that you're pretty and you got a nice body and you're young, you're banking on that alone as the reason why a man is going to choose you. I'm telling you right now, as soon as he finds somebody equally as beautiful as you are, or better, or more beautiful than you, it's always somebody better. As soon as he finds the next one, he's going to move on to her. So there's nothing that's holding him to you. Even the baby is not holding him to you. Men don't settle down with baby mamas just because they got a baby. We've seen this time and time again. It doesn't work like that. And you know, another reason why he's saying that he's not big on fatherhood, because he doesn't love, it probably has never loved any of the mothers. So a man who doesn't love you is going to have a hard time loving and connecting to your child. Men don't have the same type of emotions that we have. We're connected to the baby because it grows in our body. They don't have that. So if he don't really rock with you like that, he ain't really feeling you like that, his connection to his child, a lot of times we see this happen a lot. His connection to the child is really not strong. There's a lot of really good men out here that as women we miss out on because we're looking at the popular boy. We're looking at, yeah, Mr. Popularity, the tall, oh, he's got a lot of money. And so, like, and if this man chooses not to choose you, now you have a child that another man is going to have to accept. And you got to realize that nobody has to accept anything from you. Nobody does. So you have to show up in every situation as the best version of yourself. So keep this stuff in mind when you're dealing with these men. If he's giving you red flags or if he's already got a bunch of baby mamas, ladies, you don't even need to be entertaining him. You need to be running for the hills as fast as you can. I don't care how much money he got. I see so many women who are baby mamas to multi, baby mama to or one of many. I see so many women who are one of many and they're not happy. Okay, they're not happy. So if you looking at these rappers and who got this money and Mr. Popularity and you're thinking that, oh, that's the gateway to my dream life. That's your gateway to loneliness and misery. Okay. And the only way that you're going to be able to redeem yourself is through tapping into your femininity and being extreme and just you gonna have to tap really deep into your femininity to play your cards right for the next man. And we're gonna tap more into that about how do you tap in more into your femininity. Okay. And this is not just solely about how you're dressing per se. This is not just about wearing pretty colors. This is about your energy and your personality and who you are as a person. Okay. So we're going to talk about that, but let me know what you guys think about this NBA YoungBoy thing. We'll talk about it in the comment section. Make sure you leave a comment below. Like the video if you like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys next time.